Okay, I just have to address the elephant in the room, not you this time.
Thank
I saw you. You were a judge at the Naked Roast, and you maybe have the biggest dick soft I've ever seen.
Yeah.
And so when you said that you weren't gay anymore, I go, yeah, I'm sure it's like he can't even put it in most guys. I feel like it's like it's like an impossibility thing.
Nah, guys can take it. If you can't take it, this is like when I was really doing it a lot. If you can't take it, I'm offended. Like when I used to be like really hoary, you know, like there was a little pocket there where I was just like, everybody can get it, and I'm in a hurry. Yeah. So it's like
I gotta get playing.
Like, and you talk a mean game like, oh baby, blah 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 blah. And then you get it, and you're like, ooh, and I'm like, man, don't tell me about how much you can't wait to ride this thing. And then I get it there, and you're like, wait a minute, I ain't waiting a minute, I'm leaving.
Yeah,
like that was kind of
you're leaving.
I was an addict, man. Like I was just having sex with everybody because I didn't want to face my own reality. It's how I see it. But anyway, the girl that I was with, she saw all that stuff, and she started saying that she was attracted to me even more because of it. And I was like, well, maybe we could have some threesomes. So we started having threesomes with guys and trans girls and trans guys, everything. And then she had OnlyFans, and then she had friends that were in porn, and then they were like, do you know what Grindr is? And I was like, nah. And then they introduced me to that, telling me that guys will just come over and blow me. And I was
that's
like,
a drug.
no way, really? and I'm like, for free? You know? They're like, yeah. So they start coming over and blow me, and then I got my wife at the time. She's hiding in the dog kennel with a blanket over it. Because I was telling her, these guys, they come in and they suck me off, and they go, thank you. And then they just leave. And she's like, you're joking me. And I'm like, I swear, it's crazy. Like, they're so grateful for it. And she's like, I gotta see it. I'm like, you do got to. So at one point I dressed her as a gimp for a couple of times. Like, she just sat on the couch dressed as a gimp and watched me do it with like a bunch of guys. Because we were pretty loose.
Like the same day, like they just come over the same.
Yeah.
Cool.
And did they ever go like, what's that? And you're, that's my wife.
One time a guy went to grab her, and I was like, hey, don't touch the gimp.
Yeah.
Because, you know, not all gay guys, but a lot of gay guys, if there's vagina in the room, that's like, it's over.
Yeah.
Not even there. Like, I had a couple of friends, like I had a couple of boyfriend, close as I can get, where they were friends with my wife. And we tried to have threesomes, and he just couldn't keep it up around her because she got a vagina.
Yeah.
And he loved her. She was friends with him. He was friends with her, and it just, he couldn't do it.
Yeah, see, to me, it's not the vagina, it's the face. But for sure.
It was the presence.
Really?
Like, I'd be sucking him off, and he's rock hard, and she'd walk in the room, and I'd feel it start
Party's
to go down.
over.
I'm like, because he knows she's in the room. And I'm like, I remember like making fun of him, and he's like, you realize you're the weird one, right? And I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, straight guy, two gay guys come in the room with a straight guy, he's not going to stay hard. If you go the other way around, like I'm a gay guy and I have a girl naked in the room, I'm not going to get hard. I'm getting turned off. You're the one that gets turned on by both of them. You're the weird one. And I'm like, that is a good argument. I do see where you're coming from there.
I don't know. I think that if a guy just got soft and he was like just railing some lady and his friend walked in, he got less hard. I'm like, well, there's something there. You better
something like what?
Something like you better figure out that shit.
I think you think that if that's the case, that you think he's gay or bi.
No, don't put words in my mouth, Jason. He probably is. I mean, he's probably in love with his best friend.
Wouldn't that be the other way around?
No, because he's nervous and he's afraid of his feelings.
That's gay manipulation.
It really is. Because I've seen a guy that's like, we are going to have a threesome. We are all friends. We've known each other for a long time. And he's like, God, I wanted to stay up. At one point, I give him boner pills, and it would like kind of keep him going.
Yeah.
But when she got on it, like really on it, he went down. And he wanted so badly. Because at one point, he was up for it. Like, we tried it like several times. And I'll never forget the one time where she's sucking him off and he's hard. And I step back and I go, you guys are doing it. I'm so happy right now, you guys, and they both laughed at me. But I'm like, no, seriously, keep going, because it was like we tried so many times.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and I'm like, man,
You're like
Do
a
you
dad
think-
that taught him to ride a bike. You're like, you're doing it. Keep
yeah,
going.
I swear,
keep
I was
going.
so excited for everybody.
So, this is back. Some of this is back. Some of this is back. Some of this is
To drag out horse.